Alright, welcome back to part 2 of the Eggman on the Game Review. World of Warcraft, the Warlock Journal. Today's recording is being recorded on the 30th of August, 2018, 4:31 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time. The actual video was shot on the 21st of August, 2018. This is part 2. We were training our little hatchling dude, trying to figure out how to get past this little spot. The instructions weren't really all that clear on what to do, at least not to me. So it took me about 2-3 respawns to get it together.
Speak your business. Zandala for.
Here's where I ran into the cave. I went back a clip, so those that were watching part 1 could see the continuity.
Greetings. Our kingdom will.
In the event that you watched it on one day and came back and watched the second part on another day. So this time we decided just to make a run for it. I know that these little tree things heal us, we just gotta run through it. I don't know why I decided to turn around here. I got confused. I had to make sure I was running in the right direction. Just throw a toy to distract it, yeah. It's amazing how ferocious the animal is. If you throw a little stuffed animal out there, they stop. Oh, what's that? Now the little run through the barrier thing makes a little more sense. So we did it.
What do you ask of the Zandala?
Like how you train the guy, get him all, and then they quickly take him away from you.
Do you need protection?
Now when I select my stuff here, I normally go for haste and mastery, and if none of those are available, I go with whatever gives you the most resale value. It's at 30 versus 19.
I am sworn to defend the royal family.
Now we gotta walk back to the village. It's kind of weird that in the Horde, you think that there's 7 main factions within the Horde, right? It's, I'm gonna say it's interesting that the one faction that's sort of the centering faction have kind of become the trolls. If you think of one extreme, you have the Tauren and Orc, or they're like, let's do it for honor. We should respect. I think the Tauren more than Orc, or we should respect the other races. And on the other end of that, you have the Forsaken, who are like, we're dead, what does it matter? And then, almost as extreme as them are the Goblins, who they're more business-oriented. And the Pandarians can fall anywhere between that, but... And, I think the, Blood Elves are more on the, let's kill them all side of the fence. I feel that the trolls are kind of a centering kind of race, because they can kind of understand both perspectives. If you look at the way that their stories are written and the dialogue is written, they're kind of become that centering sort of faction within the Horde. Where if you look at the Alliance, on the other hand, there is no real centering race in the game. The Draenei aren't really, I mean, they're more light. If anything, they're more of the let's follow the light kind of people, where the humans are, at least under Anduin Wrynn, are kind of leaning in that direction. And I'd say the Ghanaians are more of the let's go kill them now kind of. They're more of the that kind of leaning faction. Where the I guess the mages, the Dalaran people, are more of the centering faction within that. But technically, they're not really. They align themselves with the Alliance, but they're supposed to be both Alliance and Horde. However, they tend to lean Alliance. It's been my perspective. And then you have the dwarf and the gnomes, which to me they're the same. And then the night elves. So they're sending us out to stable our juvenile dude. Go ahead and try on this belt. We're slowly getting better gear. We're up to 203 on eye level. We're only at 111. I thought I had hit the Azeroth thing when I was in this camp. I'll call it a village. It's a little bit larger than a camp. There goes our juvenile dude. I'm hoping he becomes like a mount later on for us. We've cared for him. It'd be kind of cool if they gave it to you for free. Free. I paid $70 for the expansion. Yeah. Mount would be at least the thing they could give us. I've never used that little whistle thing, so I know a lot of people talk about it, but I've never used that. Just haven't found a moment in the game where I would use that. So yeah, here we are. We're moving back to the camp here. I believe this is where we topped out our Azeroth. Back over here and sold some stuff, made some repairs.
Okay, so be it.
Not really a hoarder of loot. I normally sell stuff, liquidate it quickly if I know I'm not going to use it. So, noticing these yellow, they really mean that they're neutral flight mounts, but I always associate them with Alliance. So now here we are, we're going over to this area here. Spent, what, about a day or two in this little area. Not really a day, it's only been 2-3 hours. Actuality, but took us 2-3 nights to get through it. Mainly because we only play an hour each night. Following this little road. It's not a yellow brick road, but it's a brown and gray cobblestone road. Saw this little brown area, which I was trying to reveal it, but nothing was popping. See a little brown spot there. It looks like it's unexplored area, but game wasn't really having it. I went north of that, I went south, and then nothing. Mainly ran in here to grab the flight path here. Just noticing they're all neutral. Savage Lands. What is this, Marvel? Savage Land in Marvel is in Antarctica. In the middle of Antarctica, they have this tropical region. It's called the Savage Lands. So I was trying to run down this path to see if I could get the map to pop, but apparently that's the actual color of the map.
What can I do for you? See you soon.
This weird thing happens when I start recording videos. As soon as I mic up my mic myself up for sound, I start yawning. But through the magic of Adobe Premiere, I can unkey the mic and not do that. It's not recorded. Or remove it.
Careful out there.
Well, I just declined that because I didn't want to load down my quest pad. There. I prefer to do the quest, come back, get another one. Technique, as opposed to load the quest pad all down with the quest. Then when you come back, you don't know who did what. And it confuses the story. Coming over here to get the flight path is the main thing.
I am forsaken.
Yay.
Embrace the shadow.
Kind of hoping at some point they announce where the Forsaken are going to be living. Those dirty Alliance, they destroyed our Undercity.
What has the wind brought? Ride the winds.
I don't really get those alliance people. You burn one tree, they act like the whole world came to an end. You know, one tree is not genocide, just to point that out. There's still another world tree. And the Night Elves are still alive. I don't really get, there were like 990 some odd people. They couldn't leave on their own. Yeah. The portals were up for like several hours. If you read the story, the novels, the battle was fought over what? A long couple hours, right? So they had plenty of time to get out. They chose not to. I think I ended up going back to Orgrimmar here. I think the reason why I went back to Orgrimmar was because I needed to deposit all those reagents in the bank. That's what happened. I always wonder how orcs get all that big and muscular if there's no gym in Orgrimmar. Not like they work out. Even if you're swinging an axe every day, you're not going to get all that big, massive bulk. Not working out. They should have it in the game where your orc has to go work out like once or twice a day just to keep your bulk up. Like it's the video with the Shar. There's one thing certain, 10,000 years ago, she went to the gym every day. Savannah's too, she looked like she went to the gym every day. Before she died. I wanted to see my transmog stuff too. I didn't really need anything. It's always nice to come to Orgrimmar, see the discussions going on. This is the first time I'm aware that there's something going on with the auction house. I've been kind of in my own little zone. I have no idea that there's stuff going on with the auction house. Nah. Until I was walking through Orgrimmar that it kind of caught whiff of it. That's how I came aware that there was something wrong with the auction house. I've been slowly, all my new characters, I've pretty much only made, Alchemist. And, I want to always wanted to create it on one server where everybody was one profession. And then, see how much, material you could amass. Seeing all those characters. Certainly would be an expert in that field. I think we ended up logging out here. This little area in Orgrimmar is a really nice place because other than the Undercity, it's this nice big open area. People can hang out there. All the basic essential things are there. The bank, the mailbox, the auction house. Just even a little inn there. And the Horde inns are kind of open. Whereas the Alliance inns, you always have to go inside something. A doorway. Whereas the Horde ones tend to be all opened. I mean, they're still inside, but it's went ahead and bought a reagent bank, so I need to unload all this stuff. My bag's all clean. I wish at some point we can expand that reagent bank. My main character, that's getting crowded. Here we are, we're coming up on the last couple minutes of the video for today. Again, so far the experience of BFA has been really nice up to this point of the video here, 21st. Forget what I wrote here. It's you guys for some heated argument here. Oh, they were talking about Trump. I like Trump. So, these liberals out there with these allegations, none of them make sense. Like, this Mueller guy is investigating, call in to investigate Russians infiltrating U.S. voting tampering, and somehow they're indicting people for tax fraud. Completely different investigation. And the one guy that they indicted for tax fraud, all that stuff happened before he was even with the Trump campaign, and he was only on the Trump campaign for 100 days, so they tend to overlook that Kelly Conway was the campaign manager for Trump during the actual campaign from after the initial primary. Kelly Conway was the campaign manager, not Paul Manafort. So we'll continue on next time. Enjoy your day. Have fun. Bye-bye.